Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're jumping straight into a highly structured, comprehensive breakdown of a brand new piece of everyday tech. We're going to do a complete chapter-by-chapter review of the newly announced Google Pixel Tag item tracker. We'll cover the whole shebang, from the massive underlying network that powers it to the physical design, and finally, what it actually means for your privacy and your wallet.
But before we dive into all those tech specs, let's just start right here. Honestly, how much time do you waste looking for your keys, or your wallet, or your backpack right when you're already running late and rushing out the door? It's literally a universal frustration. You know the feeling. You're ready to go, and suddenly you're tearing the couch cushions apart, completely convinced your living room has somehow eaten your belongings. We've all been there, and that is exactly the headache this device was built to solve.
And here it is, the Google Pixel Tag. It's essentially the tech savior for your everyday items. It's designed to just live naturally alongside the things you absolutely cannot afford to lose. You just clip it onto your keychain, hang it by the door, and boom, no more tearing the house apart in a panic.
To really understand how this all comes together, we're going to break this explainer down into 4 distinct chapters. First, the fine network. Second, precision tracking. Third, hardware and durability. And finally, privacy and price.
Let's kick things off with Chapter 1, the Find Network, and its unmatched citywide tracking scale.
So this is where we zoom out a bit. We need to look at the vast infrastructure that makes the Pixel Tag actually work when you are miles and miles away from your misplaced items. The secret sauce behind that citywide scale is one massive number, 1 billion plus. You see, the Pixel Tag doesn't just rely on your own phone to find your lost bag. It utilizes Google's Find Hub, which taps into a network of over 1 billion Android devices worldwide. So let's say you leave your keys at a coffee shop on the complete opposite side of the city. That massive, crowdsourced network of passing Android phones is quietly working in the background to pinpoint your item's location and relay it right back to you. It's like a giant puzzle, giving you true citywide tracking scale.
Which brings us to Chapter 2, Precision Tracking, focusing on the software and UWB.
Because let's be real, knowing your keys are somewhere in your house is one thing, but figuring out exactly which couch cushion they're hiding under, that requires a totally different set of tools. You can see how seamless the fast pair setup is. It basically pops right up on your Pixel phone screen the second you bring it close, just asking to connect. And then, once you're in, you get this incredibly clean Find Hub user interface. It gives you a detailed map view showing the exact pin drop of where your item is hanging out.
But let's get into the software features that really make this thing sing. The Pixel Tag uses ultra-wideband, or UWB technology. This is a real game changer because it gives you meter-by-meter guidance. We're talking on-screen directional arrows and an exact distance readout that leads you straight to your item. You can easily trigger the tag to play a sound, or, just ask Gemini to ring it for you. But here is the absolute best part, and this is absolutely crucial, the reverse tracking feature. Let's say you have your keys, but you've somehow lost your phone. You just press the button on the Pixel Tag itself and it will ring your phone, even if you left it on silent. It's a brilliant two-way street.
Moving right along to Chapter 3, hardware and durability. Built for the real world.
I mean, a tracker is absolutely useless if it breaks the first time you drop your keys, right? But look at how incredibly sleek this profile is. It's barely thicker than a coin. That means it isn't going to add some bulky, awkward lump to your keychain, and it easily slides right into a standard wallet or clips onto your gear without getting in the way.
But hey, don't let that slim design fool you. The physical specs here are seriously robust. It's got a tough stainless steel body and an IP67 rating. In everyday terms, that means it's splash and dust resistant, perfectly capable of handling your daily bumps and spills. Plus, it runs off a standard, easily replaceable CR2032 battery. You get over a full year of battery life, and when it finally does run out of juice, you don't have to throw the whole tag away. You literally just pop in a cheap new battery and you're good to go.
To put this into perspective, picture the Pixel Tag securely attached to a backpack in the middle of a crazy, busy train station. That is exactly what it's built for. It handles the hustle and bustle of your daily commute, giving you total peace of mind. If you accidentally leave your bag on a bench, you've got a highly durable, highly precise tool to go get it back.
And now we arrive at our final section. Chapter 4, privacy and price. The final verdict.
Okay, before anyone pulls out their wallet for a tracking device, there are always 2 massive questions. Is my data actually safe, and is it worth the money? Let's tackle privacy first, because it's a big one.
Built right into the core of this system are stringent privacy measures, ensuring your location data stays completely encrypted. Even though you're utilizing a network of over 1 billion Android devices, your specific location data is never actually stored on the Find Hub network itself. It's a completely anonymized relay designed from the ground up to protect the user above all else.
And finally, the verdict on availability and cost. Google is launching the Pixel Tag at a highly accessible price point of $29.99. It's set to officially drop in November 2026. So for under $30, you are getting citywide scale, UWB precision tracking, a durable stainless steel build, and over a year of battery life.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer. But before we wrap up, I want to leave you with this to think about. What item would you attach your very first Pixel Tag to? Are you a serial key loser, or is this going straight into your travel luggage? It's a tiny piece of tech, but it solves a huge daily headache. Thank you so much for joining me for this review, and keep exploring.